Then you guys want me to talk about Okay, for those of you guys, OTT was the gang that got banned. Yeah, yes, correct. Okay, so here's the background, chat. OTT and those guys, it's honestly, listen, me, you guys know me. Let me just start this off by saying, you guys know me. I don't give a f. What's up, Jay? I don't really care because nothing really affects me out of city, ever. Like, honestly, ever. So I don't really ever care that much. I let the admins do their jobs, let the devs do their jobs, let all the people who are in charge of running the server do their jobs. Everything has been hashed out. Yeah, Ravage talked about the whole thing already. But if you guys want my 2 cents real quick, I'll give it to you. They got banned for practically no RP shootouts with CG a few times. I happen to be in one of them. And they literally just shot us and didn't say a single word when they shot us. So they got banned, like, instantly. He raged. He went off on this crazy tantrum, tried to shit on Prodigy, tried to shit on K, tried to shit on everybody. Let me tell you something. You guys know me, all right? I will glaze somebody that deserves glaze. I'm 33 years old. You know what I mean? I could talk to people jokingly, you know what I mean? You know, when you're boys, you kind of give each other shit. But I don't to get banned and then to go off on a tantrum the way he did, just kind of like, yeah, the Malding live was worse than the in-city stuff. Agreed, Organic, agreed. I think personally, he is lucky. OTT is lucky that K and Ravage, and I'm assuming really K, I don't know. I'm sure that there was an out-of-city conversation that was had, which is great. But I'm going to assume that K is the one that talked to him, K and Vinny and those guys. OTT is very lucky that there is a guy like K who has so much quote-unquote power in the server and is willing to kind of take time out of his day to talk to him about the bullshit that he was saying on his stream after he got banned. He's lucky that K is such a good guy, in my opinion, because K does not have to take the time out of his Saturday, was it? K does not have to take time out of his Saturday to address the feelings of OTT being banned when he knows better. He's been doing RP a long time. He knows better than to just go and shit on where you eat, you know? Let me tell you something. This is no offense to anybody's what they built, the streams they built, the communities they built. But if you're like, I'm telling you right now, OTT's viewership would significantly drop if he got pushed out back to NoPixel, or if he got pushed out to another server. You know? Now we want OTT in the city, right? You always want other streamers and other RPers in the city. But he's lucky that K is such a good guy and willing to take the time out of his day. K, Vinny, and whoever the admins are, and the devs and Ravage. He's lucky that those guys are such good people that they want to keep him around despite all the negative things he said. And that's all I'm gonna kind of say about that, because you don't shit where you eat. You know what I mean? I wouldn't get banned on Prodigy and then sit there and just bash the entire city and Prodigy and K and all the people running it for hours on my stream. Because I was upset because I failed at my RP, the extent of my RP. Now, will I be upset if I got banned? Absolutely, I'll be upset. But at some point in time, you got to take a little bit of accountability and look inward. You know what I mean? We're all grown men. At least I like to think we are. You got to take accountability from time to time. You can't just sit there and blame it on everybody else, right? Oh, we went up against CG, so you know, I told you guys I had so many conversations with everybody out of city. You don't want to go against CG because you're gonna get banned if you win. No, that's not what it is. That's not what it is. That's not what it is. Like, be a man. Take accountability. There may have been failed RP on both sides. Sure. Sure. But the way that they hit that last attack, no RP involved whatsoever. They just started shooting. Now, I guess they thought that they were yelling. And that may have been the only thing that saved them. And we just didn't hear it. But at the same time, though, there's got to be a little bit more engaged within, fuck you, pussy, and then just start shooting. You know what I mean? But I guess when you're at war, that's kind of what you expect. But at the same time, though, you can't be mad about the outcome. Not in the way that he was. Not in the way that he was. I'm just saying, he's a great RPer. He should know better. He should take accountability. And I understand that, you know, when you get banned like that, that, you know, it's kind of a lot, you know, so your emotions kind of get the best of you. But listen, how old is OTT? I'm 33 years old, and I usually try not to let my emotions get the best of me. Now, that does not mean I'm perfect. That does not mean we're all perfect. But, you know, when you get to an older age, you should be able to kind of control your emotions a little bit to the extent of, let's take a little bit of accountability. Yeah, we fucked up. They didn't hear us, so we just started blasting them. It's that simple. It's that simple. Now, part of me thinks that OTT reacted the way that he did strictly for clickbait, which is great and all. But at the same time, though, at some point in time, you got to look at yourself and say, would I rather put my character in the toilet or just swallow a little bit of my pride and take a little bit of accountability? You know what I mean? Chat, you know what I'm saying? Is what I'm saying making sense to the people who are aware of what's going on? Is what I'm saying making any sense? Or is that just my take and you guys completely disagree? Listen, it shouldn't. Yeah, I mean, crashing out. Listen, when you crash out and you let your emotions get the best of you, that does not tell the type of person you are. However, you know, we're not just going to sit here. Here's my problem with the RP world in general. And this is something that I truly, truly believe. I hate this notion of, oh, I hate you in city, but I love you outside of city. It's like, we can't just always hide behind that narrative, you know? Right, exactly, JG, exactly. He took an out of city, he took an in city situation and made it out of city by saying, stop malding, you know where to find me or report me or whatever the fuck he said. Like, first of all, I wasn't even malding. If anybody knows what malding is, it's OTT. You know what I mean? And second of all, I have no ill will towards the guy. I don't even know the guy. But what I will say is that, you know, be a man. Take a little bit of accountability. You know? You fucked up. All good. All good. We're playing video games for a living. Like, we're good. Yeah, so, I mean... Yeah. Glad it all resolved, Wicked. Glad it's all resolved, man. Good morning. I just think that, listen, guys, the RP world is strange to me because... I feel like there's just a lot of people who take shit way too personal. You know? Is that just me or am I tripping? Like, it's not that serious. Like, it's all good. It's all good. You know? Like, we're playing video games for a living. So I don't know. That's just my take on it. That's just my take. RP becomes a reality, Jay. You ain't wrong. You're not wrong. Everyone just needs to relax. Yeah, I know, JG, and this is, to me, it's like, you guys are lucky. These guys are so lucky that K is such a good guy. Because if he wasn't such a good guy and was willing to take time out of his Saturday to sit there and deal and you know what I think about K? Bro babysits. Bro has to babysit people in this city. And that is just ridiculous, to be honest with you. And somebody clip this and send it to him tonight. K has to babysit so many people in the city. And I feel like K is such a good guy. But people, like, use that to their advantage. Listen, let me tell you something. Being a good person is not a weakness. A lot of people see it as a weakness, though, and it's not. Being a good person is not a weakness by any means. I just think K has to. He's always got to babysit a bunch of people, bro, and I feel bad for him. Thank you. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, organic. I know. But do you guys agree with me? Do you guys think that K has to babysit everybody in the whole fucking server about their emotions? Or is that just me? Yeah, and he babysit my ass. He definitely babysit my ass. But, like, he babysit my ass in city. You know what I mean? I wasn't coming to him with my feelings. You know what I mean? Like, oh, this is how I feel. So, like, but I know what you guys are saying. I knew you guys were trolling me. Like, he was babysitting my ass in city for content. Like, it was fun, right? Fun for both, everybody. Everybody involved. Viewers, me, him, CG, like, everybody involved. But... yes, true, Dynamic, true. But, like, at the same time, he doesn't have... guys, K does a lot of things, man, for a lot of people, you know? He tries to put a lot of people on. That's why I got so much fucking respect for the guy. I mean, the guy rated us twice in 2 weeks, you know? If you're not grateful for something like that coming from a guy like K, I mean, you gotta look inward, man, you know? You gotta look inward. I feel like, a lot of people just don't, I don't know. They let their emotions get the best of them and they just act on it. And you should never do that.